Well, Thursdays on Compass, we have been introducing you to the people who are running for mayor in the various municipalities across PEI. The election date is November 1st. Tonight, no exception. We have come to the Loyalist Lakeview Inn in Summerside. And here to talk to us tonight, the incumbent mayor, Basil Stewart. Mr. Stewart, welcome. Elmer Williams is running. Mr. Williams, good to see you.
Good evening, Bruce.
And Timmy Cameron, nice to see you as well.
Thank you, Bruce.
I'll start left to right. Mr. Stewart, with you. After 25 years, what do you still want to do that you haven't yet done?
We have some more things that we would like to do. Ditch infilling. If I get enough votes election day from whoever is elected on council, I would like to see taxes reduced. I would like to see electrical rates reduced. And I'm going to be asking the new council the first day to move a motion that we send the signal that tax rates and electrical rates are going down.
Okay, I want to jump in there and let Mr. Williams make an opening statement. You've been down this road a couple of times before. You're down it again. What do you want to do if you're mayor of Summerside?
Well, to be truthful, I didn't picture myself doing this again, but I am a grandfather, and I look to my grandchildren and wonder what their future will hold here on the island, and especially in Summerside. I have the time. I've been on council in the original council. I have the experience. I have some ideas. And what's bothered me and what got me into this race was the explosion of our debt, $78.5 million at the beginning of this year, and that has got to be brought under control.
That's a false statement. I've got the exact figures here. I can give them to you.
We'll get them after Timmy Cameron, okay. This is not necessarily a debate, by the way, but if it generates into one, then we'll follow the puck. Timmy Cameron, why do you want the job?
Well, I was junior deputy mayor when Mr. Stewart got in 1985 with Don Bairstow. We've been amalgamated in 1995. Mr. Stewart has been the only mayor of City of Summerside. I know I can do the job. I've worked with most of the people in City of Summerside to build what we have in Summerside. I have a lot of work ethics that we need in Summerside. I do believe that we're $75 million in debt, Mr. Stewart.
No, you're way out in your numbers, but I'll give them what I'm asked.
So in the fiscal year of 2009, I look back and it said we're $79 million in debt. That is $6,000 for every man, every woman, every child in Summerside. That is not acceptable.
Where do your numbers come from? Because he obviously doesn't...
I got them off the budget of 2009.
And Mr. Williams, where do yours come from?
Source.
Mr. Stewart, do you want to rebut that?
Yes, the exact numbers, 2010, 38.2. It'll be 36.4 in 11, and in 2014 it'll be down to 30.9. It costs a few dollars to clean up the odor and the stink in the West End. It costs a few dollars to build infrastructure. And who would want to go back to the falling down grandstands? Who would want to go back to the problem we had in the West End with the odor problem? Who would want to go back to the poor streets? And who would want to go back to the pollution center that was outdated? These things have to be done in order to move the city forward.
Well, Bruce, it's my hope to go back to the freshness and the newness that was here 25 years ago when our present mayor got elected. I was part of the team. I voted for Basil and supported him in 3 elections. And at that time, there was a new vision, a new direction, and the excitement was there. And things were going very well until amalgamation. But I think now, after 25 years, a quarter of a century, I think it's time for a new direction. I'm hearing at the doors, we like Basil, he's a good fella, but we're going to vote for you. So people are a little, things are moving way different than any other time I've ran.
Let's talk for a second. Let's pick a topic here and make it power rates. Power rates in Summerside are pretty high. I think you'd all agree.
Highest in Canada.
Same as on all of PEI.
We are following Maritime Electric's power, and we should not. We are our own city. We can drop our power rate. We have 600 houses not on Summerside's power. We'll have to fight to get those on Summerside's power.
Simple as this. You got to have the votes on council. I'm not going to sit here and make promises I can't deliver. If there are at least 4 votes on council, I can vote to reduce taxes and electrical rates.
But you've been there 15 years and you didn't do it yet.
You weren't listening to what I was just saying. You have to have the votes on council, and you have to learn to be able to work with council.
I know that.
And work with other orders of government in order to get things done. I'm quite proud of the track record of Summerside and the facilities that are in place.
Too.
Mr. Williams, you mentioned you voted for Basil in 3 elections and supported him.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah. Where, though, did you part company? Over what issue, and has that been resolved?
When I got on council and seen the situation up close and tried to...
And what is that situation exactly?
Well, it's amazing to watch, because when you're sitting in the council chamber, if there's a vote and a certain individual does this, the vote dies. If he does this, the vote goes through. And I just couldn't sit there and do that, so I thought I would run for mayor and change things.
As a final thought, let's jump in here. We have a bit of time left. I'd like to go, I started with Basil Stewart. I'll start here with you, Timmy Cameron. In 30 seconds or less, your final thought to the viewers tonight on Compass, why you are the best man to lead the city of Summerside.
I'm getting at the door that the power rates are too high. I'm getting at the door that the ditch infill is a problem. With the ditch infill, we have to take a plan to take our storm sewer management plan. We do not have a plan for storm sewer management. We have to take those two in effect, the ditch infill and the storm sewer, which we got to make sure we can get rid of the water that comes from the sky. The electric bill, we will take care of that. We will definitely talk to Maritime Electric. We will drop the power here in Summerside. We will take the money and put it back into the city's pockets.
Mr. Cameron, I'm going to hold everybody
Yes,
to 30.
sir.
Thank you very much, though. Mr. Williams, in 30 or less?
Bruce, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to speak right into the camera, and I'm going to talk to the citizens of Summerside. Whether or not I'm the best qualified person for this job is entirely up to you. The road to untangling the mess with our electricity and our taxes and other debt is through the ballot box. It's imperative that everyone votes in this election, whether it be in the advance polls, which start this Saturday, they're on Monday and again on Friday, or in the general election. I'm ready to accept the verdict of the people of Summerside.
And Mr. Stewart, final word.
Thank you very much. I guess starting last winter, I got people calling me and emailing me saying, Basil, are you going to run this fall? I said, I don't know yet. And people started really contacting me over the summer. You have to run again. We're very pleased with your work and what you have done for the city over the last number of years. They know that I'm a worker, and what you see is what you get with me. I do not go to people's door and promise them the moon or anything I can't deliver. But I tell them I will work hard on their behalf and try to represent them to the best of my ability. And I'm pretty proud of our work record.
All right, strong statements all. I wish you all the best of luck on November 1st, and I also thank you for your time tonight here on our program. Gentlemen, good luck.
Thank you very much.
All
Good
right.
luck, Mr.
Thank you, Mr. Stewart.